Hi Earth Signs, this is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. This is your weekly general love tarot reading for July 2nd through the 8th, 2017. This is for the Earth Signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you would like to get a personal reading, go to my website, moonpietarot.com. I'm still running the special How the Other Person Feels About You. You can just go ahead and click on that if you wish to purchase that special. It will be going through the month of July and hopefully August too. I'll have to see. So this reading, we're going to start with the singles. See what's going on for the singles for the week of July 2nd through the 8th for Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay? And one more shuffle. Okay. So we're starting with the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, Earth Signs, what's up? So, a little bit of stressful energy. Remember, this is for the singles. If you're in a relationship, you can listen to this as well. It might resonate with you, but this is mostly for the singles. So the Nine of Swords, again, some stressful energy. You may have been under a lot of stress recently, or you could be in this week. Something is happening, and you know, I often think of the Rider-Waite deck or the Anna K Tarot deck when I think of the Nine of Swords, where there's just this energy of being like overwhelmed by your thoughts. Some of you may just be thinking too much about a certain thing and it's really affecting you. Here's your energy, the Queen of Pentacles. You're very focused on yourself this week. You might be a little bit too focused on yourself. Okay, so it might be a little, it's not that being focused on yourself is a bad thing, of course. It's just that I feel like your energy, you know, you might just be maybe consumed with thoughts of what's going on in your life, what's happening, and like you're spiraling down, you know, with worry. Okay, you've also got the Seven of Cups here. So some of you, you may just have too many options on your plate, or you've got too many things going on in your life right now that is causing you, and thinking a lot about the past. Okay, you know, as far as like, some of you may have another earth sign that comes in this week. You could also have an air sign that comes in. But I feel like, you know, maybe you have a decision to make between two people, air and earth, or you, which could be why you have a lot of different options on your plate, like a lot of stuff going on. But I feel like, you know, you may be thinking about the past. You may have, this could be a situation where someone comes in from the past and and then someone in the present comes in. So you could just be stressing about who you prefer. This Queen of Pentacles person could be much, you know, older, someone in their 40s and 50s, and this Knight of Swords person can be someone who's much younger, maybe in their 20s or 30s. And you could have, this person could be very stable, this other earth sign. This person could be very, they don't really give much in the way of their emotions. They're kind of reserved. This Knight of Swords energy, though, is very, you know, brazen and kind of a big mouth. Can be not bad, but it's just that they're very direct and very forceful. So I feel like this air sign could be someone that you're thinking about from the past that could return to you, that could come back from the past. But, you know, whatever it is, I feel like maybe that person caused you a lot of stress before. Okay? This person, this, you know, even if it's not an air sign that's returning from the past, if it's just this other earth sign, they could have a mouth on them, or they could just be someone who's very cutting and deliberate, and sometimes can be harsh or say things that can be harsh, and you might just they might it might cause you a lot of stress. You know, you might some of you, I'm getting a message, could be thinking about returning to someone from your past because this other person, you know, maybe you left a relationship a long time ago and you've been involved with another person, and maybe this other person hasn't been very nice to you and you may be thinking about returning to the past. It could be that situation, but you have a new beginning coming for you with this Ace of Wands. There's a potential. I feel like, you know, if this is new, if this is someone new coming in for you this week, there is potential with them. Definitely, there is passionate energy with this person, but I feel like, you know, you're a little torn. I feel like there'll be this energy of being torn this week about what you should do, who would be the right person to choose, or if it's just this one person, or or if it's just one person deciding whether you want to move forward with them, if you want to, you know, if they have potential, if there's something here that you can do with them, if it's a workable situation. Okay, so it's not all, you know, roses and unicorns. You do have this, you know, stressful energy. You might still be living in the past, or maybe there's a fear of maybe this person, if someone who's really maybe not being truthful with you, or there's someone who you see a lot of potential with, but yet there's just certain things that they do. They could just be, you know, a very selfish person where you're at their feet and they're too busy focusing on themselves all the time. So, you know, you may have to like actually take a look at this situation or this relationship or this person coming in and ask yourself if this is what you want, or if this is someone that you can see a new beginning with. There isn't a new beginning here with them, so there is potential, but there's something about, I feel like mouth is coming to me. There's something about the things that they say and the way they say things to you that can be hurtful or cruel. So yeah, just pay attention to that for this week. Okay, singles? Now, we'll move on to the couples. This is for those of you who are dating, relationship, marriage, exclusive, and all that other stuff involved with that. Let me just give this a quick shuffle. So this is for the couples, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Also for your Venus sign. And if you wish to get a personal reading on how the other person feels about you, just go to my website, moonpietarot.com. It's right there at the top. You could just click the button and go ahead and purchase that reading. It's a 15-minute reading, but it's pretty clear cut and gets right to the point. I've had a lot of good responses from that particular reading, so if you're curious to know how the other person feels or what could happen with them in the future, go ahead and click it. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, overall energy is the Five of Wands. And the other person, the King of Pentacles, which is Earth sign, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so let's start with your overall energy and what's going on here. I need like a little template so I could just lay these down in the right place. Over here. All right, overall energy is the Five of Wands. So there is a sense of defensive energy with you and this other person. Okay, some of you may be thinking that your partner is messing around or flirting or cheating or something like that. Okay, but I feel like it's all in your head. It's your thoughts because of this sword here, because this is a Wands card. So you may be feeling, you've also got, there's also a cup here. There's a mirror here for reflection. I think some of you may be seeing images in your mind that really aren't there, like in a mirror. It's there, but you just smash that mirror and it disappears. So I feel like really some of you have this defensive energy happening where you think the other person is deceiving you or messing around with another person. And if you know for a fact that your partner is, please don't get mad at me because I don't know your situation. But if you don't know for a fact that someone you're with is with someone else, and you're just assuming, then I feel like this energy is coming through that this could just be something, and you're trying to really balance out your thoughts, like what's happening in your mind or what you're thinking with the truth or the facts of what you really know, because the Temperance card sits over that. So I feel like you're conflicted a little bit about the other person. And this other person you could be dealing with, again, could be another earth sign. And if you're listening to this and your partner is Pisces, it doesn't mean it's not them. Okay, they could have earth in their chart. They could have like an earth sign in their Venus, because this is a love reading. So, but this person I feel like that you're dealing with can be a bit like maybe a little forceful, or they just have this energy where it's not like they're forceful, like it's more like their presence is very commanding. Okay, but then you also have the Three of Wands. So I feel like they are, they enjoy speaking and talking to other people, and that could be why maybe you feel like there's something going on, but there really isn't. Because sometimes the threes can be about third-party situations, but I feel like for you guys, it's really just you, that other person, and then the rest of the world. I don't really feel like there's a thing happening, but for some reason, you could just be feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Okay, you've got the Eight of Wands here. So, I feel like what you really want is for this person to just give you everything they have. You want all of them. And maybe they're just, I don't feel like they are, purposely like trying to hurt you or anything like that. I just feel like their presence intimidates you in some way. And, at the same time, you glorify it. You want them to give you everything that they have. Okay. But maybe you feel like this person is just after sex, but ask yourself if that's all you're offering. If you're not really offering them anything else but that, because that's the only time that they seem to respond, then there may be something going on. I'm sorry, I keep fixing this. I don't know. So there may be something going on where maybe something within you that you feel like, like when you look at this card, you can see like she's You can't see it. She's offering something in exchange for something else. You could see where his eyes are going. You know, so, ask yourself, are you offering too little to your partner? And if it only seems like they are only interested in just sex with you, that could be the reason why you might assume that they are the type of person that that's all they're ever interested in, and that they go around trying to meet up with other people all the time. But I really don't feel like that's happening. Um, the Nine of Cups here, I feel like, this person really does care about you, and they really see more in you than what you assume they're seeing. Um, Maybe it's almost like I know I sound like I don't know, I'm unsure, but I'm trying to get the words out. It's almost as if I feel like they want you to give them more. They want you to open yourself up more, but maybe it's difficult for you because either you're intimidated by them, or you feel like you're not good enough for that person. And I feel like they do feel that way about you. Okay? Um, and they enjoy everything else that you do have to offer. But you're trying to balance this stuff out in your mind and in your heart. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so there's commitment on the way. Even if you're already committed with this person or a marriage, there's something that will, kind of stabilize it, right? So I feel like it's interesting because there's no sword energy here. So yeah, I feel like this has a lot to do with passion and sex. Um, and I feel like for you guys that you really need maybe to have a little faith, not trust these ghostly images that are in your mind because they're coming out of fear or insecurity. And that's for those of you who don't know for a fact if you have someone who's messing around. If you do know for a fact that you have someone who is messing around, then this reading absolutely changes for you. But in a way, I feel as if it really doesn't, because I do feel that this person does care for you very much because of this Three of Wands here. They've invested and they want you to return. Okay, so if you have someone has cheated, yes, it's hurtful, yes, it's distrustful. Should you take someone like that back? Well, I'm not going to tell you what you should do. That's entirely up to you. But I feel like you need to ask yourself at some point, perhaps during this week, have I pushed this person out the door? Now, pushing them out the door is one thing. Where they go after they leave is a totally different story. So that part, if you know for a fact, I'm sorry, you have to figure that out on your own. But definitely I feel like this person does care very much for you. They want you to give more than you've been giving. And if you leave me a comment that says I've been giving and giving and giving and getting nothing in return, well, then all I can say is that, maybe it's time for you to stop doing that. But this is for those of you that perhaps have been holding yourselves back because of fear, or because you're not sure what's happening right now. Maybe your partner, I'm feeling a lot of conflicted confusion happening here, and I feel like that's what the energy that's coming from you guys, because there is that element of, it's like a cycle. I feel like there's a cycle, it's a vicious circle. One thing feeds the other, feeds the one thing, feeds the other, and it goes around and around, and that chain needs to be broken in some way. And there needs to be some kind of communication, but not this week, because I'm not feeling, threes are about communication, but I feel like your partner tries to communicate to you through passion and sex, And that may be the only way that they really understand how to do that with you. And for you, you may be taking that wrong. Okay. So, I do feel like maybe try to better understand what it is they're trying to say through their actions versus their words. Because I don't see much in the way of talking here between you and this other person. I see it's more or less take a look at what they're doing and then make a decision if you need to leave the relationship or if you need to improve it in some way or try to help build it and make it grow, because there's investment here with this Three of Wands, and I feel like this person has invested in you to some degree. Um, so, I don't know. I feel like earth signs you're reading, if you leave me comments saying you sounded terrible and that was horrible and I don't get what you're talking about, I am totally okay with that because I feel maybe just as confused as you guys do. And I usually don't once in a while, but I just kind of feel like something's happening here. Maybe you could leave me some comments and tell me what exactly it is that I'm feeling because I'm not really sure what's going on. I shouldn't, it's terrible to say that because I'm reading as a tarot card reader, but it's like there's a deeper element here, and I'm not even sure you know what that deeper element is. But I do know that the other person cares very much for you, but they're unorthodox in their way of showing it. I feel like you need words, and they're not giving you words. They're giving you actions, and it's difficult for you to understand that. And so it's clouding your judgment, and it's causing you to think that they don't care. That's really the best way I can bring this out. There's a commitment card here, so I feel like, this is something that you want, and there's an opportunity for a new beginning for that. So the way it's really going to play out this week is you, with this Temperance card, really trying to balance the thoughts that you're having or the images or the visuals or the things you're thinking with the facts so that you can really just seek to find balance this week, not overthink it, not overanalyze it, not run it to the ground. Just try to find gentle balance in the situation with what you feel is happening or what you feel is going on. Okay, this is draining me, earth signs. So I'm going to leave your reading there. If you need a personal reading for more clarity, www.moonpie.com, one dot, and I can get you your reading to you within the week. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and yeah, guys, I will talk to you next week. All right, take care. Bye.